Welcome to God's Powerful Son, your GPS, Directions to Eternity, with references from the Life Application Study Bible NIV. Here's your host, David Brower, a true child of God.
Thanks, Alan. This is David Brower, reminding you that you do not need to take notes on this podcast, as the complete transcript is in the Our Blog section at gps2eternity.com. In this edition of Your GPS to Eternity, God is love. You've heard it before, God is love. A lot of us think we know what that means, but do we really? Over the course of the next few minutes, we'll share with you a few of the scriptures that we hope will answer that question for you. 1 John 4:7-8. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. 1 John 4:19-21. We love because He first loved us. If anyone says, I love God, and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God, whom he has not seen. And this commandment we have from Him: whoever loves God must also love his brother. Matthew 22:36-40. Teacher, what is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on to these two commandments. 1 John 3:1. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know Him. Daniel 9:4. I prayed to the Lord my God and confessed, Lord, the great and awesome God, who keeps His covenant of love with those who love Him and keep His commandments. John 13:35. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. 1 John 5:2-3. This is how we know that we love the children of God, by loving God and carrying out His commands. In fact, this is love for God, to keep His commands, and His commands are not burdensome. Ephesians 2:4-5. But because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. Romans 5:8. But God demonstrates His own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. 1 John 3:11. For this is the message you heard from the beginning. We should love one another. 1 John 4:7-9. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed His love among us. He sent His one and only Son into the world, that we might live through Him. 1 John 4:11-12. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and His love is made complete in us. And last, but certainly not least, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have eternal life. We invite you to visit the Prayer Request tab on our website and let us know how we can be praying for you. If you ever have any suggestions or comments regarding what we share with you each week, just click on the Contact Us tab, also at gps2eternity.com. Until next time, this is David Brower, asking you to remember that God's powerful Son is your GPS, providing you with directions to eternity.
You've been listening to God's Powerful Son, your GPS, Directions to Eternity. New podcasts are available Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern. Podcast transcripts are available at gps2eternity.com. That's GPS, the number 2, eternity.com. Just click on our blog. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you and your family.